massive power outage and affecting millions of people there.
Thousands of power outages in a very short period of time.
A massive power outage brought daily life for millions of people to a complete standstill.
There was a massive power cut.
Electricity has mostly been restored a day after a massive power cut.
Imagine a world where electricity flows endlessly, freely, and without a single bill to pay. No fossil fuels, no pollution, no grid failures, just clean, limitless energy for everyone. It sounds too good to be true, right? Well, for one brilliant American inventor, that dream wasn't just fantasy. It was nearly reality. His name was Howard Johnson, and he spent his life on the brink of a revolution that could have changed the course of human history forever. Today, we'll uncover the incredible story of Howard Johnson and the free energy devices he built, machines that could have powered the world, if only they hadn't been suppressed. The early life of a visionary. Howard Johnson was not your typical scientist locked away in a lab. He was a thinker, a dreamer, a relentless tinkerer who saw the world differently. From an early age, he was captivated by the strange, invisible forces of magnetism, the silent yet powerful interactions between objects that seemed almost magical. While most people accepted electricity and magnetism as scientific facts they didn't question, Johnson wanted to understand the deeper why. He believed that the key to unlocking humanity's energy future lay hidden in the forces we take for granted every day. If magnetism is the movement of electrons, he thought, then why can't we tap into that movement and never run out? His quest wasn't about fame or fortune, it was about freedom. Freedom from rising energy costs, freedom from environmental destruction, and freedom for future generations. And so, Howard Johnson embarked on a journey few dared to imagine. The Magnetic Rotor. First steps toward endless energy. After years of research, Howard Johnson invented the magnetic rotor, a machine that could create endless electricity using only magnetism. He arranged strong magnets around a spinning shaft. Once it started moving, the magnets kept it spinning without any fuel or outside power. As it spun, it produced real electricity, enough to power lights, appliances, and even whole homes. Tests showed a single magnetic rotor could generate 5 to 10 kilowatts of continuous power, making free, clean energy a real possibility. The permanent magnet motor, pushing boundaries further. But Howard Johnson wasn't satisfied with just one success. He knew the world needed even more powerful solutions. Building on the principles of the magnetic rotor, he developed the permanent magnet motor, a more sophisticated machine that took the idea of free energy to the next level. In the permanent magnet motor, Johnson arranged a series of magnets around a rotating shaft in an even more precise and calculated pattern. The interaction of the magnetic fields not only sustained rotation, but amplified it, creating a stronger, more reliable energy output. This device wasn't just theoretically sound, it worked. And it worked better than anything he had built before. The permanent magnet motor could generate up to 20 kilowatts of continuous power. That's enough to power a large house, a small business, or even critical systems for an off-grid community. And just like before, it required no fuel, no combustion, and no external input. Just the natural, self-sustaining dance of magnets. The magnetic force generator. The ultimate free energy machine. Johnson's greatest invention, however, was still to come. He called it the magnetic force generator, and it represented the pinnacle of his life's work. This device took everything he had learned about magnetism and pushed it to an entirely new level. By carefully tuning the size, shape, polarity, and placement of incredibly powerful magnets, Johnson built a machine that could create and maintain massive amounts of energy, seemingly from nowhere. The magnetic force generator was capable of producing a jaw-dropping 50 kilowatts of continuous, reliable power, enough to not only power multiple homes, but entire neighborhoods, hospitals, schools, even industrial facilities. And the most extraordinary part? Once initiated, it required no external fuel or power source to continue running. It was the holy grail of energy, a free, renewable, limitless power supply, powered entirely by the forces of nature. The struggle against powerful interests. You might think Howard Johnson would be famous for his inventions and changing the world, but that's not what happened. Instead, he found himself fighting powerful forces he never expected. Free energy, powering homes without paying utility companies or burning fuel, threatened huge industries. Big oil companies, energy corporations, and even some government groups saw Johnson's work as dangerous. Not because it failed, but because it worked. His patent requests were delayed or denied. Funding promises were canceled. Lawsuits, threats, and smear campaigns started to appear. Every time he was close to success, something stopped him. Despite his determination, the pressure wore him down. Howard Johnson, who dreamed of giving free energy to the world, passed away without seeing his inventions reach the public. The legacy of Howard Johnson. But though he is no longer with us, Howard Johnson's work lives on. His research, his patents, and his vision continue to inspire new generations of scientists, engineers, and freethinkers who refuse to give up on the dream he believed in. Today, a growing community of independent researchers is working to revive and improve upon Johnson's original designs. Thanks to advances in materials science, computational modeling, and magnet technology, the dream of free energy is closer than ever before. Imagine communities where every home has its own self-sustaining energy system. Imagine villages powered by clean, silent devices that never run dry. Imagine a world where wars are no longer fought over oil and pollution becomes a thing of the past. This is not a fantasy. It's the future Howard Johnson fought for. And it's a future that still can be ours. A call to action. Howard Johnson's story is a powerful reminder that real change never comes easy. The greatest discoveries are often the ones most fiercely opposed, not because they don't work, but because they work too well. The dream of free, endless energy is too important to abandon. We owe it to ourselves and to future generations to keep searching, to keep building, and to keep fighting for a better, freer world. If you believe in innovation, if you believe in questioning the status quo, if you believe that we deserve a future powered by clean, limitless energy, then subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, and join us as we explore the hidden technologies, the brave inventors, and the revolutionary ideas that the world tried to forget. Together, we can reclaim the promise of free energy. And maybe, just maybe, change the world. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button now.